too. I told you guys this was completely impromptu, so I'm trying not to go off the rails here.
I know you're telling the truth.
Hi guys, GeekTrue64 here, and today we're talking about two things I talk about a lot on this channel, which are Star Trek and physical media. It's always nice when the two things come together and I get to talk about both of them in one video. For those that don't know, this is Star Trek month in honor of Star Trek First Contact Day, which is on April 5th, which is of course the day that the Vulcans came to Earth, initiating First Contact, as seen in the movie First Contact, but the date was actually picked out, because I think Gene Roddenberry picked out the date prior to this to honor his son's birthday. So that's why April 5th was picked out. And Amazon has some pretty great deals for Star Trek physical media, some full TV sets and things like that, which hopefully, you know, there's obviously some people who collect physical media that may not have given Star Trek a chance. It now may be a good time to add something to your collection and give Star Trek a chance. And also, if you're a Star Trek fan, not everybody delves into physical media necessarily, so maybe this is a good chance to delve into physical media. Right now, as of filming this video, the only way to watch any of these shows is if you have Paramount Plus. It's not on Netflix or any of the other streaming services like it used to be. It's now Paramount Plus exclusively streaming, unless you purchase it digitally. But as far as through streaming, that's the only way to do it. So with that being the case, now's a pretty good time to actually delve into some Star Trek stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. So the order in which I'm going to go through this is actually just the order that's actually listed here on Amazon. So the first thing up is Star Trek Deep Space Nine, the complete series. This is the DVD. There is not a Blu-ray release of Deep Space Nine, unfortunately. It has not had been upgraded to HD. There are specific scenes that have been upgraded to HD by fans, and in the Star Trek Deep Space Nine documentary, there was some scenes that were upgraded to HD for that documentary, but we have not seen a full episode in HD, and there's no Blu-ray release, and there's no planned Blu-ray release, unfortunately, for this. So at this point, the DVD is kind of what you're going to have to settle for, because there is no Blu-ray. Now, it says that this is list priced at $112. That really around $100 is usually what this sells for, about $80 to $100. Right now, you can get it for $60. A lot of really good episodes on it. It's a pretty big box set. I have everything pulled out over here. So taking a look here, that's what the box looks like. It is freaking huge, and it's heavy. Now, the thing with these CBS box sets is that they are packaged pretty bad, unfortunately. They jam a lot of DVDs into these cases. I'm afraid to open this because I'm afraid all the DVDs are going to start piling out. The other thing that they have currently listed is a Star Trek The Next Generation, the complete series. This one is on Blu-ray. Now, there's a DVD option we'll probably get into. I'm sure that's listed on here later. But the Blu-ray option is listed for $111. That's a pretty good deal if you can get this for about $100. This is a Blu-ray set. This is not DVD. Star Trek The Next Generation is the best Star Trek series, in my opinion. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite TV shows of all time, not just my favorite Star Trek show.
I think that's the truth.
But I think it's just a great show all around. I go back and watch it all the time. This is definitely a buy. If you know, that's one thing I wish some of this stuff was on Netflix, so because that really brought some new fans into some of this older Star Trek stuff. But if you are missing TNG from the streaming platforms, yeah, get this one. This is a great box set. This is the same shape as the Deep Space Nine box set, with the same crappy packaging. Unfortunately, it is just a lot of discs really crammed into here. The box itself is nice, just the casings, it's just too many discs to kind of put in this. I wish that they actually had the individual seasons sets actually put in. It would make the box set bigger, but it would be a lot easier. What I've done with a lot of these is, once you buy these, is you kind of just need to take out all the discs and either put them in a separate, like a CD case or a DVD case that you buy, or what I did with mine was buy separate Blu-ray cases and put them in there. It's extra money on top of what you have to pay for the actual set, but considering you're getting most of these, a lot of DVDs for a pretty cheap price, or in this case, a lot of Blu-rays for a pretty cheap price, it's really not that bad. And again, I love Star Trek Next Generation, so $111 for that's not bad at all. This video is completely impromptu, by the way. Like, I don't have any notes or anything. I'm just going through this, and I pulled out what I had physically to share with you guys. So the other option here, the third option they have listed is Star Trek Picard, the complete series. I don't like Picard season 1 and 2. I'm not a New Trek fan. If you guys like New Trek, that's cool.
Sheer hubris.
I am a hardcore Star Trek fan, but I don't like New Trek. I don't like Discovery. I don't like Picard season 1 and 2. They're really, honestly, they're terrible in my opinion. However, Picard season 3 was really good, and I actually have the steelbook of Picard season 3, and this is pretty much this is actually the only thing from New Trek that I own physically because I liked Picard season 3. And I think it earned back a lot of fans. There were some fans that, didn't like it, but I do think that it really bridged that gap between some of the people who like New Trek and people who don't like New Trek, kind of came together. And I think season 3 is far and away way better than anything we've seen from Star Trek since really Enterprise went off the air. However, the complete series for $48, again, with only one season that I would recommend. I don't like Picard season 1 and 2. I don't recommend it. If you haven't seen it, ignore it. Picard season 3 stands on its own. It has its own separate showrunner and definitely is isolated from the rest. So if you want to check out Picard, just get season 3. Just don't even bother with this. But yeah, like almost $50 for this. No, just get Deep Space Nine instead. We've also got Star Trek Voyager. Obviously, all the heavy hitters are frontlined here on Amazon, so that's what we're going to be talking about first. So Star Trek Voyager, the complete series, is listed for $63. So just a couple dollars more than Deep Space Nine, but they're really around that $60 price point. I think that's a great price. You're getting 7 seasons of television, and this is back when TV was, 20 to 24 episodes per season. So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck with this physical media purchase. Again, all of these, like the big box sets, the sets themselves, the actual case that they're in, it's bad. It's terrible. It's not really usable. They stack the DVDs in it, and it's just not very good. So you have to build in that cost of buying the extra boxes or CD cases to pull everything out. But that's a really great deal. Star Trek Voyager I really like Star Trek Voyager. I don't actually own it physically. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick this up because it's $63. Again, this is the DVD, not the Blu-ray. There's no plan to upgrade this to Blu-ray that I've heard of, and I've been keeping my eye out on a Voyager Deep Space Nine Blu-ray. No news on either of those. So at this point, you might as well just go ahead and get the DVD. Next up is Star Trek Strange New Worlds on Blu-ray. They're asking $20 for it. I guess that's an okay deal for a season of television on Blu-ray, but a season of television for currently is 10 episodes. You compare that again to like a season of Voyager was like 24 episodes versus just 10. So you can kind of see the price difference there. Even if you compare it to the next generation Blu-ray set, what they're asking for $111, you're getting 7 seasons. All of those seasons are over 20 episodes. So that just kind of gives you what's more bang for your buck is definitely getting the next generation. Plus it's a better show. As far as Star Trek Strange New Worlds, as I said earlier, I'm not a New Trek fan. I don't like New Trek. I have seen Strange New Worlds season 1 and 2. There are some episodes that I thought were okay. It is a step in the right direction. It's a lot better than Discovery or Picard season 1 or 2, but it's still a far cry from what I'm looking for in a Star Trek show. And it's not really something that I want to go back and rewatch. I think The Orville is a better Star Trek show than Strange New Worlds. I would recommend The Orville, of course. There's no physical media release for season 3 of The Orville. That'd be nice if there was. But anyway, as far as Star Trek Strange New Worlds season 2, I told you guys this was completely impromptu, so I'm trying not to go off the rails here.
Well, there must be some explanation for this.
At $20, I don't think it's too absorbent, but again, that's only 10 episodes, so, that is what it is. Now, here we go. Star Trek, the original series, the complete series on Steelbook. This is a Blu-ray, so you can get a Blu-ray Steelbook of all of the original series for $45. Putting that up against Star Trek Strange New World Season 2 that you're paying $20 for, obviously go for the original series. And I actually do already own this Steelbook set right here, so I can give you an idea of what this looks like in hand. It's a pretty clean box set. The Steelbooks are really nice. They got like this, retro vibe to them and this reflective, actual Steelbook to them. I won't go through showing every single one here, but man, these are pretty nice. Every time I take a look at them, I'm like, I really want to display these up on the wall. They do look really great. Again, $45. Not only are you getting 3 seasons of television, you're getting Blu-ray, you're getting the original series, and you're getting on premium Steelbook. So I think this is probably one of the best deals here for $45. All right, now we kind of got the heavy hitters out of the way. I think they kind of got these in order of what the popularity is. So here we go. We got Star Trek, the original motion picture collection. This actually has all 6 movies on 4K for $76. if you want the most premium format, that's really not that bad. When you're getting 6 movies for that, it's a little over $10. Was that 12? I don't know. Quick math, $12, $13 per movie. That's really not bad for 4K. The art on the cover is nice. What's really interesting about this, if I remember correctly, when they originally released this, they only released 1, 2, 3, and 4 as a 4-pack 4K, and then they released this full collection like a year later to really milk it out of fans, I think. But anyway, yeah, not a bad deal if you want to go ahead and upgrade into 4K. I believe this is 4K. 4K. So, yeah, not bad for that format. I mean, I already own, if you just want to kind of get all the movies on an HD kind of format, you can get like this set that has all 6 movies as well. And this thing I got for like $20. I'm not really sure. It's not listed. I don't think it's listed on this, but we'll get to that here shortly if it is. But anyway, the Star Trek Next Generation, the DVD, this is just the DVD format, $70. I've not seen this one in person, but most likely this is going to have the stacked DVD issues that the other packaging have. We've also got Star Trek Enterprise, the complete series on Blu-ray, and I actually did purchase this at the beginning of the month when I found out that these were going to be on sale, because I've actually grown to like Enterprise a lot. And yeah, it's one of those, when it came out as a Star Trek fan, I didn't really care for it that much. I didn't really get into it. I wanted the series to continue from where Voyager left off, so I didn't get into it when it was airing. Years later, I checked that out on streaming and actually sat down and watched it. Yeah, the first 2 seasons, there's some pretty good episodes, but it doesn't really get into its own until season 3 and 4. But yeah, this one is Blu-ray, so you're actually getting an HD format for $58. I think that's a pretty good deal. Again, this is 4 seasons of television. Now, the last season is basically split up into parts, like it's like 3-parters, 4-parters, and things like that. So it doesn't really have the standalone episodes that some of the other ones do. Of course, the 3rd season's the Xindi arc. Man, I'm really geeking out on this, aren't I? Again, I'm not going with any notes here. So I'm going to probably edit this down a little bit more. But yeah, I would recommend Star Trek Enterprise if you're a Star Trek fan who kind of skipped out on it, especially if you go back and watch it now and compare it to any of the new Trek stuff that you might not like. You will have a new appreciation for Star Trek Enterprise after that. So you can get Strange New World Season 1 Blu-ray for $25, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Why is Season 2 is on sale for $20, but you can get the first season for $25? You're paying more for the first season. I don't really know why. At $25, it's just, you're only getting 10 episodes. I don't know. It really just depends, I guess, if you like the show or not. And if I was a bigger fan of the show, I would probably spring for it, for even if it was $25. But anyway, Star Trek The Next Generation, the motion picture collection on 4K for $65, which is weird because, again, you're getting 6 movies for the original series for $76. And then you're getting the 4K for just the 4 TNG movies. So I would say that the TNG movies are kind of overpriced. And now the TNG movies kind of had the same deal. They had the same kind of packaging. I basically got this, which were sets that I think I paid like $20 a piece for them. And these are, of course, Blu-ray, not 4K. I don't necessarily think I'm going to upgrade. First Contact's the best TNG movie, like not even close. If I was going to upgrade, that'd be the only one that I would. And we also got Star Trek, the original series. I think this might be DVD, at least from the box, a DVD set here for $39. I guess if you don't have a Blu-ray player, I guess that'd be a pretty good deal for you to have the complete series. Price-wise, it's a pretty good deal anyway. Let's go on to the next one. We got Star Trek Strange New World Season 2. This is the DVD for $19. That's funny because, again, the DVD is $19. The Blu-ray is $20. So for $1 more, you can go and get the Blu-ray. So if you were going to get this, I would get the Blu-ray. Again, unless you don't have a Blu-ray player. Star Trek Picard Legacy Collection. I did a whole video on this. I did an 18-minute video breaking down what was in this box set and some of the other Picard Season 3 options at the time. So, yeah, I really delved into deep on this one. At $150, I don't know. What does it include for those who don't know? You're getting Picard Season 1 through 3. Again, I don't like Picard Season 1 and 2, but that's what you're getting in this box set. You're getting the TNG movies, and then you're getting the TNG series. So that's what you're getting like little tchotchkes and things like that also come with it as well. However, it is missing the Deep Space Nine pilot episode, which Picard is in. So that's strange they omitted that, but it's probably because that would be the only thing in this set that doesn't have an HD upgrade. So that's probably why they left it out, if I had to guess. At $150, if you have no Star Trek stuff and you're a big TNG fan, maybe it's worth it. And we got Picard, the final season. Again, this is season 3. I think it's the highest rated here. It's got all 5 stars out of 776 ratings. And they're asking $32 for it. So $32 for 10 episodes here on Blu-ray. But I think it deserves it. I mean, I don't know. I really liked it. But anyway, Star Trek Discovery Season 4, $35. Very much overpriced. I don't like Star Trek Discovery. STD is bad. We also got Strange New Worlds Season 2 on 4K, $35. Man, yeah, I don't know. I just don't think it's worth like the increase here, because you could get the Blu-ray for $20. The 4K is $15 more. You're almost doubling the price to get the 4K format. Even if I was a big Strange New Worlds fan, for me, I would just go for the Blu-ray. I wouldn't even pick up this 4K, assuming I wanted to pick up Strange New Worlds. And of course, we got Strange New Worlds on 4K Season 1 for $38. It's just kind of the same thing as $25. So basically, you're paying almost double the price to get the 4K format. I don't really think that's a great deal, even with it being discounted. Next, we got Star Trek, the original complete series. This is a Blu-ray. So before there was a DVD. So this is a standard Blu-ray, $60. I don't recommend this because you can get the Steelbook set, which is a more premium set on Blu-ray, and that was listed for $45. So it's $15 cheaper to get the Steelbook set. So yeah, I would recommend getting the Steelbook set. We also got the Enterprise Complete Series on DVD for $50. If you, again, might as well just go ahead and get the Blu-ray. I think the Blu-ray was $60. So what, $12 more, $13 more. You can get the Blu-ray upgrade. That would be what I would recommend. We also got the individual releases of some of these Star Trek movies starting to show up here on the list. We got the Wrath of Khan on 4K for $20. Which the Wrath of Khan is considered probably the best Star Trek movie. It's not my favorite Star Trek movie. It is good, but it's not my top. We also got Star Trek Discovery Season 3 on Blu-ray for $20. Again, I don't like STD. We got Lower Decks Season 2, so we're going to see some Lower Decks show up here. $25 on Blu-ray. You know what? I kind of have a soft spot for Lower Decks, to be honest. I obviously don't like New Trek, but I don't view it as Star Trek. I view it in its own like sub category with this like animated Rick and Morty with a Star Trek skin comedy type of deal. And there are actually, honestly, some decent episodes in the show. But I don't own it physically. They have not announced a complete set yet. I think it ended with season 4, so I don't know why they haven't announced a complete set. But you can get the individual ones now. $25 for Blu-ray. I would pop on it maybe at $15, perhaps. $25, I think, is a little high price, I think, for this one. Then we got Star Trek Discovery Season 1 through 3. It's a weird box set. I don't know why. The 5th season's about to premiere, and the last season, I still can't believe STD made 5 seasons. This is insane. But anyway, seasons 1 through 3 for $50. Just wait. If you like Discovery, just wait and get a complete set. That's coming as soon as season 5 comes out. Next, we've got Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country, which I think is a pretty underrated Star Trek movie, in my opinion. I think it's pretty solid. $20. So it looks like most of these 4K individual releases are $20. So if you're going to get the 4K upgrade, if you're upgrading to 4K, you'd probably be better off just going and getting the complete set. You can get the complete set for, what was it? $76. They're $20 a piece, so yeah, get the whole set. If you're going to get more than 3, if you're going to get more than just 2, go ahead and get the complete set. That'd be my recommendation. But anyway, yeah, Undiscovered Country. Next, we got the Star Trek trilogy, the Kelvin timeline. $15 on Blu-ray. That's a pretty good deal. $5 a movie. This is kind of where the fan base started to split. I kind of like the Kelvin timeline movies, but I don't like them in the context of being a Star Trek fan. I like them in the context, I just think they're fun movies. The first one in particular, I actually like the soundtrack a lot for the first one. But $15 isn't bad. Next we got the Prodigy Season 1, episodes 11 through 20. That's weird. I wonder why it wasn't just called Season 2. The only thing I know about this was it's a kids Star Trek show, like a Nickelodeon show. $19. That's weird. So it's basically season 1, part 2, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of strange. I think this show's only like 30-minute episodes. That seems very high priced. $19 for 10 episodes that are 30 minutes long. It's not, that's a bad deal, I think. And then, of course, we got Lower Deck Season 1. This one's $20. So it's a little bit better. It's not as bad as the $25 they were asking for Season 2. But for me to pop on this, I'm really waiting because if I'm going to buy this, which I don't know if I would, if I'm going to buy this, I'll just wait for the complete series to come out. Here we got Star Trek 4. Yeah, The Voyage Home for $20 on 4K. This is probably my favorite Star Trek movie. It's the one that I've seen the most. It's the one that's the most fun to me. I really like Star Trek 4. It's the one with the whales. It's the whale one. And then we got Star Trek Discovery. What's this, Season 2 on Blu-ray for $20. Again, I don't like STD. Let's go to the next one. We got Star Trek 3. Again, $20. Which the 40th anniversary of Star Trek 3 is coming out. There's actually a steelbook coming out for this one on 4K. So if you're just going to get this one, might want to hold out. The steelbook's coming out in about a month, I think. Star Trek 4 on 4K. I guess this is listed again. I don't know why it was listed twice, but it is $20. Star Trek Nemesis on 4K, $19. This is the worst TNG movie. I actually recently went back and watched this. I haven't seen it in forever. I was like, is it really as bad as I remember? And I put it and I was like, yeah, it's not very good. It's not very good Star Trek movie. Looks like Star Trek Enterprise, the DVD series, is showing up again here. Insurrection, $19 on 4K. Not one I would upgrade personally. We've also got Star Trek Strange New World Season 2 on Steelbook. $35 for the Blu-ray. I mean, maybe it was if you wanted to get it, it was a 4K Steelbook, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think that was overpriced, even though it's marked down. It looks like we're getting the other part of Star Trek Season 1, Star Trek Prodigy Season 1 here, episodes 1 through 10. $13. I guess that's a little bit better. It's 10 episodes for a little over $1 each. But again, they're only 30-minute episodes, so I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'm not the target demographic for Prodigy. Looks like STD showing up again. Star Trek, the Trilogy Collection is showing up again. Different packaging for $19. The other one was $15. So I don't know why you'd pay more for that one. Star Trek Picard Season 2 on Blu-ray. This is probably the worst season of Star Trek. I actually disliked it more than Picard Season 1, which was a major feat because I really didn't like Season 1. I actually think Picard Season 1 and Season 2 are probably maybe worse than STD, to be honest. STD Season 1 for $17. I think this is a DVD. Doesn't say. Pretty sure it's a DVD. We got Lower Deck showing up again, Season 1. Some of these are showing up again. What do we got? Star Trek Original Series. We already talked about that one. Season 2, Lower Deck Season 2 on DVD for $20. No, thank you. Discovery Steelbook for $40. You can get Season 4 of STD for $40. I think this is the single highest season of Star Trek that you can buy for $40. Craziness. Star Trek, the J.J. Abrams one. Again, I like it as a movie fan. It's not a good Star Trek movie, but it's a fun movie that I like to watch. So, Picard Season 2 limited edition Steelbook for $40. So it's right on par with that STD option. What a waste of John DeLance in this. And Picard Season 2, man, they wasted Q in that show. It was a terrible season of television. Probably the worst season of television I've ever seen in my life. Star Trek Beyond, 4K, $17. That's too high a price to me. I don't really, just get the Blu-ray. Like, there's no reason to get Star Trek Beyond on 4K, in my opinion. What else we got? We got Star Trek Lower Deck Season 1. I believe this is a steelbook. It doesn't have it listed, but I remember when it came out, I think this was a steelbook for $25. And STD Season 1 on Blu-ray for $20. And that's it. Those are the options. Those are the things that are on sale currently for Star Trek month here on Amazon. So this is the first time in a while I've done just a off-the-cuff video. So hopefully this one doesn't turn into too big of a mess and I didn't ramble on too much. And if you make it to the end of this video, I want to thank you. I want to thank you subscribers. All of you are awesome. And if you like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff or don't. I'm not a beggar. I'm Geetrue64 and I'll always tell you the truth.